So we're going to be kicking off tonight with Cubeworld, which I'm sure someone will make a reference is, oh my god, it looks like Minecraft. And, you know, all those equally, oh, someone's just copied Minecraft references because, of course, no game ever copied any other game ever. Yeah. They're all that unique and original. So as you can see, it's a very blocky looking game, just like Minecraft. It's about the only real original comparison you can ever make, but it's not a destroy and build things, so you can't bash this block here, for example, and pick it up and go build something with it. It's not that kind of game. It's more of a sort of RPG adventure kind of thing. I just like to point out before I get too far into this is in early alpha, so there is a lot of content not in it. If you Google Cubeworld, the main website that comes up, the first result on Google, is sort of their design document, if you like. It shows you all the features that are currently in, and then grayed out you'll see all the features they've got planned. So a lot of the stuff's not in yet. So there's 4 classes. So you have Warrior, Mage, Rogue, and Ranger. Much like your standard sort of MMO setup. And then each of those has 2 specializations. So in terms of Mage, you have your Fire Mage and you have your Water Mage. Currently, then each class gets a sort of a set of skills here, which are kind of specific to their class. So in this case, a fire explosion. In the Water Mage's case, it's a healing sort of ability. Beyond that, you have 6 abilities that are the same for everyone. So the first one's your pet, which levels up your pet you can tame, so everyone can get a pet. Once you've got 5 points in that, you can then get a point into riding, which for the most part lets you ride your pets, although it's a little strange to see some people riding things like turtles around, but never mind. You then have climbing, which I will just quickly run over and demonstrate. So unlike Minecraft where you have to hop up blocks everywhere, let's find a good example. That wall over there will do. So coming up against a sheer cliff face like that in Minecraft would give you a problem. In this, all you do is you hold down control and push forwards, and he starts climbing. You can see the stamina bar at the bottom. I just about had enough to get up there. And we won't comment on how the terrier's capable of climbing a sheer vertical cliff wall, but your pets will follow you. It's a bit weird. So that's climbing, which you can see here. You get 5 points in that. You then get hang gliding, which unsurprisingly lets you jump off of things. And if you've bought a hang glider, push the hang glider key, which I believe is G, and float quite happily around the map. If you try using the hang glider before you have the hang glider key, you can expect to see yourself in a great big puddle of blood on the floor at the bottom of the cliff you leapt off. But such things are amusing to people who don't bother to look into that before they try. But so hopefully not too many people will actually listen to what I just said, and you can all enjoy watching people plummet to their death. But never mind. So then you also have swimming. It just lets you swim faster. But once you get 5 points in that, you get sailing, at which point you can buy a boat and sail around. So let's have a look at the map. So it's completely endless. If I kept going that way, there'd be more and more and more of it. It's all procedurally generated as you go around. When you set up your server, you have to pick a seed number. So you just type in a number, which will then develop the map. But it also means if you come across a very good map, you can share it with your friends, so on and so forth. Your character is completely transferable between maps. So if I was to suddenly just go to someone else's server and they're running a completely different map, I would still have the same character. So you don't have to make a new character every time. It means you can play with your friends on their servers and whatever you want without having any issues. So just to look at the map again. So Lano City, as it implies, is a city. Cities are split into 4 districts: crafting, trade, adventure, which is where you sort of find your trainers, and pet district, which currently doesn't have anything in because, well, they haven't really implemented pets fully to the extent they intend to by the look of it. And outside of that, you'll see these little cross swords. Those are sort of quest areas, so if you go to those, there'll nearly always be a boss monster for you to fight. So if we start running towards one, you should start seeing the blue parts of the map develop. In terms of monsters, they are scattered randomly around. Let me just destroy this scrub here. So this is crafting resources, so cobwebs. I'm not entirely 100% sure what you can turn cobwebs into, but never mind. So there you go. there's some random things wandering around. If we hover over them, you can see they've got undead. They don't have a name. If the thing has a name, like you can see the dog has the name Bruce, that means they're friendly. So because these don't have a name, they're enemies, so we'll go attack them. Now, it is Twitch aiming. You do actually aim, and you can see if I dodge, and I actually do dodge the attacks. Let's put my AoE spell down there. So this big attack you can see me doing actually uses up mana. Whoops. So that was a knockdown that I managed to get off on there. It's a bit chaotic, especially when you come up against someone who's firing arrows at you. Come on, hit me, bitch. Alright, and that sends the pet after him, who then goes munches on his face. There we go, we got him. So, it's Twitch based, you do have to dodge. There's a dodge button, which unfortunately you can't change the key bindings. So the dodge button is pushing down the middle mouse button, which really screws me over when I'm on TeamSpeak, because that's my TeamSpeak's push to talk key. So if you ever catch me in TeamSpeak and I'm playing this game, you can expect to hear random snippets of me complaining about things shooting me in the face. But never mind. For those who just joined the stream, this is Cubeworld. It's currently, I believe it was €12 via PayPal. So just go type Cubeworld into Google. It is not cubeworld.com, that is a scam site. It's Picarama or something like that. Just give me a second. Apparently my stream still says I'm playing Formula 1, so we'll just update that. Twitch being Twitch at its best. Come on, Twitch. No, Twitch is broken again. Never mind. We'll ignore that. Okay, so I'm a water mage. You can see my health down the bottom is not at full, so I can actually cast a spell, which then heals me over time. The alternative to that is I've got pumpkin muffins, but you can craft your own food. So if we go and have a look at the crafting for a moment. So pumpkin muffins, you need a pumpkin. Ginseng soup, you need some ginseng, but you need a campfire to make that. Pineapple slices, you need a pineapple. You've got potions you can craft. So if you had an empty bottle and some of these plants, you can make yourself potions. Considering it's in early alpha, it's got quite an in-depth crafting system, but it's all here. It's not like Minecraft where you have to guess the recipes. Just having a look at, what is it, inventory. There you go. So you've got an inventory sort of MMO style. You've got your various parts of your sort of hands, shoulders, neck, chest, feet, you know, rings on each hand, different weapons you can equip if you want. So what we've got, so Ranger's Boomerang. The boomerang is actually quite funny. It goes out, spins on the spot for a little bit and then comes back. So if you can get the distance right for your enemy, it will hit them multiple times. Is Mage the only class of aid? No, I've tried Ranger and I've tried Warrior as well. I must admit the Water Mage currently is extremely overpowered just because it can keep itself alive in a fight. Here we go. So randomly you'll find campfires. So now we can actually craft some of those things I was looking at. So let's make some ginseng soup. So you just click the button and it goes into your inventory. You push tab, you can then actually select it. And if I wanted to, I could push my Q button, which we will do now. And he sits there and eats it. Very arcadey in its noises, I will admit. So again, just more random critters floating around. You always want to hover over them and see what colour their name is. If it's red, don't even try. So we'll just beat him up. Now a quick note on pets actually while I think of it. So you can see Bruce here is a terrier. What you get from random drops or from shops, hang on, let me go to the right place, is pet food. So you can see I've got a caramel chocolate bar here. Now this attracts one specific type of pet and you want to go look at the wiki to see what it is. I believe that one is a desert strider or something. So if you come across that pet in the sort of the wild, you'd equip it and then you stand there with it sort of out in front of you. It'll run up, it'll eat the food and then it tames it for you. But you need to have the right food for the pet basically. So we'll get him back out now. Apparently I'm running around with his box in my hands. Never mind. This thing you see here is a resurrection shrine. So if you die, you just resurrect at the nearest one of these. One good thing they did put in is if I was to die right here with a mob next to me, I don't respawn here. I respawn at another one nearby, so you can't get spawn camped. I can't imagine how many sort of times people got spawn camped before they fixed that. So if we have a look here, what's that? Lugadara Valley. So this was me finding one of these cross sword sort of areas. You can see because it's red, that means that it's above my level. I should not go there. I will get absolutely slaughtered. So we'll avoid that, and we'll head towards one of the other sets of swords, and hopefully we can find something that's more my level. One thing you want to watch out for is random patrolling people. Oh, hang on a moment. So this is another one of the crafting resources. If you want to know where to get wood from, you get wood from bushes. So there we go. You've got a lizard man running around. You can see he's just sort of patrolling randomly around the map. You'll find guys like that. They do come in packs. And I found out the hard way that 3 wizards are not something you want to mess with, even if the colour over their head is blue. They pull out a great big laser beam and you just get incinerated. And this is the bunny. Now, I must admit, bunnies are meant to be cute. That thing is most certainly not. I mean, they did quite a good job on the dog. You know, he's not bad. That rabbit, no. Just no. But anyway, we'll destroy him. Die, bunny. Anyway. Another crafting resource. It's a cotton plant. Just pick it up, goes in your inventory. The cat. There's a whole multitude of pets around. Most are aggressive. Things like cats and bunnies aren't. You know, it's fairly obvious from the name which ones aren't going to be aggressive for the most part. Although I did get attacked by a rather large pack of pigs earlier. That was a shock. You got some rather large skull-wearing cows over there. Those, there you go, skull ball. You can see that name is red. We'll just demonstrate how quickly they kill me. So, what was that? Splashing noises. Oh, we got some bugs. Well, they're red as well. We can take our choice of death. We'll go with the big skull balls because they just look special. So, that's me nearly at half health. And dead. And in fairness, I've seen things kill me far faster than that, so always pay attention to that colour. Now you just push R to revive, you're back over here, no problem at all, carry on running. You know, you're normally fairly close to where you died. Where do we want to go? We want to go that way. So down the bottom you've got HP and MP, depending on your class depends how the magic works. So for a mage it's at 100 out of 100. When you cast your big spells, you can see it goes down. For the ranger, it's actually the other way round. You start at 0 MP, and as you attack things, the bar goes up, and then you can use that to, you know, cast your better abilities. So you build up your mana, and then use it with the ranger. I believe the warrior is the same. I'm not sure on the rogue. Yep, your pets respawn. If your pet dies, he comes back after a period of time. One other thing that's worth looking out for is caves. I mean, there's not one here, but in these sorts of things, you'll usually find sort of little entrances you can get into. If you push F, you can see in my hand there, I've pulled out a little lantern. If you're going near somewhere dark, you can see the light. At which point you can then go and explore them. The light never runs out, and you can equip it at any time. There we go. Looks like there might be a cave up there. We'll go have a look. Is this one? There we go. So you find these little cave systems. You normally get jumped by bats and things in here, so it is worth being on your guard a little bit. Like that. There we go. So we found an Artless Silver Ring. Which tempo... Okay, so if we have a look at the stats. Let's go to the bag quickly. So if we have a look at the stats, you can see tempo. Tempo is your attack speed, and crit is fairly obviously your crit. So let's compare against my other silver ring. It increases my tempo more, but the crit drops. But we'll swap it out. We've got various types of armour. So common silk boots, I can equip those. That's for a warrior, that's for a ranger, that's for a ranger. So you do find a mix of gear when you're just running around, so it's worth creeping up with friends, which is something that I haven't mentioned actually. You can have up to, I believe it's 4 people in, but I did read that there are ways of modifying the config files so you can have more than 4. But currently it's set to 4 as they haven't really tested what the maximum should be, so I think it's more of a guideline at the moment while they're in alpha. But it works quite well when you've got friends. I was playing with some of the other guys from the TGS group earlier today, and basically they were running around attacking and I was standing off to the sidelines healing them whenever they came across something that gave them an ass kicking. So, mining, you attack whatever it is and then you just pick it up. Nothing like mining with magic. See, there's another 2 of those things walking around. Let's go see if those ones are friendly or not. Nope. See, they've got no name other than what they are. So these will attack me. Let's have a little fight. Oh, knocked him on his ass. Oh, he's casting a fire spell on me. He's not so happy. There we go. Got them both. So they drop coins, which you use to buy stuff from the shops. And he dropped a staff as well. Now that looks better than what I've got. Where did it go? So battered wood staff, power 14. So if you have a look at the power on the staff there, it says power 14. On the left you can see what the power of my character is. So fortunately I'm power 14 as well, which means I can use it. So the damage is increased, the health is slightly lower, but the tempo's up. So we will equip that. Now just while we're here actually, you notice these 2 spells. So these are the 2 whirlwind spells you saw me using. If I was to equip a wand instead of a staff, you actually get different spells. So now it's a sort of just a projectile that whistles off into the distance. And then a coil sort of long projectile. So you can sort of tailor your character to how you wish to fight. I actually prefer the sort of circle AoE effects on the ground, so which is why I'm using the staffs really. But it does give you some you know, flexibility as to what you want to do. Where are we going? That way still. So when you get the hang glider, you definitely get around quicker. You climb to the top of these things and then sort of fly to the next bit. What is that? Oh, that's an insect guard. That's red. We'll keep away from him. If you do engage something that's too strong for you, you can run away, but they will chase you for quite a while. So we'll just go find one of the big boss guys because I want to show you that. Oh, we will stop to mine for a little bit. What we got there? Oh, a bat. What can we see in here? Oh, another bat. It's like Pokemon. Just every time you step in a cave you get jumped in the face with a bat of some variety. There's another one. Aha, now, this is another good thing for me to point out. So this thing you can see on the floor here is leftovers. Now, if you were to go to a town, you'll see there's a shop that looks like a little magnifying glass. If you take one of these to that person and give it to them, they'll then charge you a small amount of money and it'll turn into an item of randomness. So it's like a, you know, they identify a random piece of loot for you. So, just a quick note on how the pets work. They attack whatever you've done the most damage to. So, as soon as you damage something, they'll run off and attack it. Now, we're still trying to get over to that, so I can show you the boss. Right. Let's just cast my healing spell on myself, showing why the water mage is overpowered. I'd definitely recommend the water mage as your first character whilst you're learning the game. It's definitely got the most survivability. I found the warrior rather difficult, to be honest. He has limited range. His starter weapon's pretty slow on attack. And okay, we found a load of crabs. And they're crab +1, which I assume means they're stronger. I've not actually found the answer, but +1 usually means better than default, so That's what you assume. And this is Lanron Lake, which again is red. So the boss in the middle of this will probably kick our ass as usual. Oh, crap. What are we being attacked by? Red spitters. Leg it. Swim it. Whatever. Do I look at the chat? No, apparently I don't. Ow. There is no breath bar. So you don't have to worry about drowning as far as I know. What are those? Oh, that's the spitters. That's the thing that's chasing me. We'll avoid them. Oh, you leave me alone. Ah, there we go. So that thinks there's a Kurdar spitter because he's got a name, but he's still got the red underneath him. That's a boss character. So he will be considerably stronger than these other ones we're coming across. And it looks like there's a army of crabs attacking something on the surface over there. So somebody else ventured out here into the waters and just got eaten. He's now swimming with the fishies. They're mafia crabs. Alright, let's get out of this. I suspect water will be far easier to handle when you've leveled up your swimming skill. But for now I haven't, so it's a pain. What we got? Oh, a crab again. Definitely lots of crabs around water. Once you can take them out, it's probably worth coming back to places like this because you can kill a lot of them in one go and therefore level up pretty quickly. For those who haven't seen where the XP is up in the top left under my health bar. It's unhelpfully the same colour as the magic bar at the bottom. So it is kind of possible to confuse the two until you realise they're different. I'm still trying to work out if there's actually a way to get up to any of the clouds. I've not seen one that's close enough to a hill that you could possibly jump to it yet, but... how much is Cubeworld? I mentioned it earlier, but for the people who have just joined, it's currently €12. I suspect that will go up once it gets out of alpha, so if it looks like something that's going to interest you, it's probably better to get it earlier than later. Okay, apparently they're not the same colour, so I'd imagine that top left one is probably purple. If they were actually next to each other, I'd probably be able to tell them apart, but at that distance, they're not. I can't get them in comparison in one viewpoint, so they look the same to me. What was that? That was a mushroom. And we have a turtle. Is he aggressive? He's looking at me. Nope, he's not. So turtles, I know for sure, are one of the pets you can ride. So if you manage to capture a turtle, once you've leveled up your skills to get access to riding here, you can jump on your turtle and ride him around. It looks extremely silly. Ah, here we go. Defeat the ruler at the Gigor Lake. And it is white, I think. Whatever that is. It's not the blue colour. So this should be below level for me, so I should be able to manage this. So let's go and have a play with the boss in the middle. Going slightly off topic, Badass Goliath is asking if I'll ever do a Q&A. I've done several before now. I don't think I've done enough content that warrants having another Q&A there. I haven't already given you the answers, so in the near future I'm not expecting to do another one, but I do them every so often. Right, where's this boss? You can see up in the minimap in the corner it looks like a skeleton, so he'll be around somewhere. Come on dog, hurry up. I'm gonna need you for this. Oh no, we aggroed. Die, spitter. Right, let's clear out the area. Nothing like fighting a boss and then having all his friends show up. So that's probably him there. There we go. He's called Gazelle and he's a spitter. So let's just heal up quickly. Wait for my mana to regenerate. And switch to... Oh, we don't have any potions, that's not going to end well. Alright, here we go. So he stunned him. As you can see, his health is not even remotely going down. This is not going to go well. He's busy killing poor old Bruce down there. Hold on, Bruce. We can do it. Maybe not. That looked like he spawned a zombie. This could make things more interesting. So, I'm barely scratching his health bar. These bosses are a lot easier when you have friends. Yep, he's apparently spawning skeletons. Always good. They're magical, undead summoning underwater spitter monsters. Alright, let's just heal myself. There we go. You can see a little hit counter at the bottom. So for a lot of classes, if you manage to chain hits together, you actually get an increase on your attack speed. So it's worth being accurate with your attacks. I know the sniper from the ranger class works like that. The more hits he lands in a row, the faster his attack speed becomes. The only reason that Terrier is actually tanking this well is because all of my abilities actually heal friendlies as well, and he's sat in the AoE. So... Oh, right, need to heal myself again. Oh, I keep casting it on my Terrier and not me. Let's look away somewhere else while I cast it. There we go. Just heal myself up a bit there. So I actually spent, I think it was half an hour earlier, fighting another boss that was way above our level. It was read to us with one of the other TGS people. And just before we killed it, in comes a random patrol of orcs, absolutely slaughters the lot of us, which then meant the boss reset and all of our loot. And we decided we couldn't be asked to do that again and thought, bugger this, we'll come back when we're higher level. But there you go. That's the way it goes sometimes. Okay, so the Terrier is down. The Terrier is now currently cubes residing at the bottom of the pool. But you should see him come back in a bit. Don't worry, Bruce will return. Return of the Bruce. Do fire spells work underwater? Yes. It would be a bit overpowered for water mages otherwise, or a bit crappy for fire mages. So he's down below half. There you go, Bruce is back. You could make a Bruce Forsyth joke there, but I think it's too easy and he irritates me just a little bit, so... You can even dodge underwater, look at that. That's a skill you'd want to master. How many of you can swim sideways and then do a forwards flip underwater whilst fighting anything, even imaginary enemies? Do a log roll while swimming. Get off me, zombie. So these aren't the only bosses in the world. You will find random monsters that just come in a larger version. We came across a... what was it? It was an enormous cow. It literally an absolutely huge cow. Probably was about 2-3 times the height of the character. And that kept spawning zombies and skeletons as well. But because its basic character was a cow, it did next to no damage at all. Come on, we nearly got him. Bruce keeps chasing after these undead. I think he wants to keep the bone for gnawing on. No, oh, we just healed Bruce. I want it to heal me. Never mind. Oh, Bruce, no! Bruce! Oh, Bruce is down. Quick healing spell. There we go. Do a barrel roll. And Bruce has returned. Get on, there we go. We nearly got him. Bruce, the underwater dog of respawning, never needing to breathe. What other awesome things he's done. So your secondary attack, which is the one you can see that lasts for longer. So I'll cast one now. That one there. Those always have a chance to knock down the enemy, so they're worth doing whenever you can. Oh crap, we aggroed something else. Come on Bruce, make it quick. Get off me, you damn crab. Bruce is down! Bruce is down! Alright, let's kill these aggros. There we go. We've got the spitters. And he's back. He's determined, I'll give him that. And there's the quest complete. Good job, Bruce. So what did he drop? He dropped an Unholy Spirit. Now, I haven't actually worked out what Spirit Cubes do yet, but there we go. So let's get out of the watery area because it's annoying me. That magical part of games where you bounce along the surface of the water, because you know everyone does that. Clearly how you win the Olympics like this. Dolphin stroke. Other than the graphical style, does this have anything in common with Minecraft? Not particularly. It's a lot more sort of adventure RPG rather than... Minecraft's very creative crafting. There's no... you don't just pick up blocks and build whatever you want in this. There's no creative mode, so to speak. So other than the art style, no, there's not really much in common with Minecraft. So, any last questions on Cubeworld before I move on to something else? Just waiting for the people in the live stream chat to compile their questions if they have any. Oh, it is worth noting there is a full day-night cycle. You can look up in the top right, you can see the time currently. So in-game it's currently 1:41. It is possible to go to an innkeeper in the town and talk to him, and he will reset the time back to sort of 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So if you don't want to play at night time, it is possible to get around that. The temperature and the humidity, I've not seen any in-game effects of those yet. Okay, it seems... Oh, no, there is no permadeath feature, Dropkick's asked. If you die, you just come back. You don't lose anything other than you're not quite where you were before. I would like to point out that there's crabs and spitters sat down there just looking at me. Kind of feels like a Lion King moment here, like I'm presenting the dog as their future ruler. never mind. So on that note, we will bring Cubeworld to an end. This was just a quick look at it. You might see some content from me in here, probably in collaboration with other people on TGS if I do it. It's not going to be a big thing because obviously it's still very early alpha, so there's not masses to do in it yet. And well, you'll just have to look out for that in the future. So to the people watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching and see you next time.